Hello everybody, it's Patricia Drain. Thanks for hanging in there with me. We're on number 6. Look at, I even did dual colors today for our last tip. I know I'm kind of losing it now, but I wanted to share the very last tip with you. That probably is, I guess, the most important. I guess I saved the most important until last. And that's this. You are valuable. Your business is valuable. I promise you that. I can't tell you how many people said to me that I had no value in this business that I had built, this one business. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And that's when I backed off and started working on the business, like I've talked about so many times with the Gerber book, working on your business. But he did. He got me thinking in a different way about a prototype. Create a business that you can create all over the world and you don't even have to show up. Well, I was beside myself. I was buying muffins on Wednesday. I was answering the phone. I was opening the doors. I was making the coffee. I bet I'm talking to some of you that are doing the same thing. Well, that's where the systems came in that we first talked about. But that knowing you're valuable and knowing your business is valuable, that's really important to end with. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's one way that you can add value. Possibly put a product together that can be in your box. Remember we talked about your business in a box? And that product could go in there, whether it's a video series or maybe it's an ebook that teaches people, or it's a download, how to do whatever it is that you do. That will add value, I promise. I've written 7 books to date. And so people, if I were going to put my box together, people would think that had so much more value if I put those books in there. And it may be authored by Patricia Drain, but it belonged to them. I now sold that to them. The second thing, if you're wondering, well, where in the world can I write a book? I'll tell you the easiest place that we have found in our mastermind to write a book. It's called thebookpatch.com. Put the "the" before it. thebookpatch.com. I can't tell you how many of our masterminds are writing books like crazy, and they're writing them in a very short period of time. And guess what they're writing them on? What they already know. Remember that whole thing I talk about, market what you know and watch the money flow? You all know something. You all have a business that you've put together, that you've made a living with. So now think about, okay, I've made a business that I can make a living with. What could I do to make this more valuable and sell it someday if I chose to sell it? And so go back to that whole product, programs, what am I putting in the box? And the last thing I have to say to you today is when you think you don't have value, you're on to something now. Start working on your business. Start thinking about, how can I add value to this? Why would somebody buy this from me for even $1? I don't care. Why would they? Then you'll be on the right track of building your business to sell. It's been a pleasure for this video series, and I'm certainly hoping that you're going to be in LA at our big event, August 12th and 13th, where we really are going to be build businesses bigger and better than we ever have before. You'll walk away with ideas that you never even knew before. It's Patricia Drain. It's been my pleasure.